And we're live. Okay. Hello all, hello world. Yeah. I've got quite a busy day ahead of me, so I've got a whole, I guess, 4 hours left in the day, and I got a lot of other stuff to do. So this stream might end up being a little bit short. Um, Actually, I lied. This stream will end up being very short. Yeah. So this is day 109 of studying compilers every day until I land a compiler role. Last time we fixed the test runner and our test stuff. We made a big mess, but we got it all cleaned up. We also found one extra bug in our optimizer, so we got that patched, and yeah, it's all good stuff. This time, my plan is to, I guess, start generating more advanced tiles so we can get slightly better code output. Yeah, I have like a couple ideas written up so far. The big ones are like operations where we take like, or I guess we have so I guess there's like two big classes I'm thinking of. The first one is where one of the destination operands is one of the source operands, I guess. We can condense that down into like we can avoid like the double move shenanigans that we do to make that work. Yeah, or we can skip that move rather. So that should make CodeGen a little bit cleaner in some places. The other place is the other big idea I have is messing around with like the load effective address instruction, which is like a pretty famous source of optimization. That's the one I tried to like diagram a while back. It's pretty famous for just being very compiler chosen. So yeah, I will try to do some stuff with that. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, for now I guess I will think about the op equals related stuff. That's good, Niraj. Good to see you. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well. I don't think I saw you last time, at least. Oh, what is happening? Also, while I'm here, congrats on 3K, thank you. Let me just pull up the Advent of Code stuff. So I kind of just finished today's Advent of Code. I was up last night, but I was a little bit busy, so that didn't go as according to plan as I wanted it to. But this one's done now. Yeah. And then in our leaderboard, I'm quite getting logged right now. So yeah, that's how things are going so far. But yeah, if you haven't, you should. I think you still are able to join. You just have to. Alright, yeah, you should be able to join still, at least if you haven't. The link is in my Discord. Okay, let's get log. Yeah, okay. So we fixed the bug. We added a bunch of test runner stuff, and then we also like did a minor optimization in the middle end. So all of our code's a little bit prettier now. Okay. So let's add another tile. I guess this goes in LR tree. Yeah. So you have the store tile, we have the load tile, we have the binary op tile. Those are like the basic atomic tiles, and they're able to, I think, tile everything in theory. Let's add some more complex ones now. So the first one is like op equals, I think. Yeah, and this one should apply to all of the binary ops, I believe. Division is a little bit doomed, unfortunately, because, well, division's a little bit stupid. So I need to deal with that. What's good, Skill? It's good to see you. Thank you regarding 3K. Alright, let's steal all of this. We can kind of steal the existing stuff here. I also want to do like special op tile even. That might be interesting. Oh wait, there was another thing I needed to add here. We want to generate tiles and we want to figure out cost things. Yeah, I forgot how I implemented cost. But I'll figure that out. Yeah, let's leave this here. I think we can save most of this. Yeah, we don't even need that, honestly, I think. We can just save tile up. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we got all our tiles. Let's steal this stuff real quick. I think that's a good place to start. Okay, there we go. I don't know what the cost for this should be. I guess we could do like, or are we checking like min cost? Or we could do like priority. I don't know. I'll think about that in a second. We could also just like avoid this whole cost thing altogether and just like put them in an ordering? I don't know. Because like, I don't know. It's like, what do we do about this, I guess? Okay. I think we could just avoid this cost business altogether in theory, right? And we could just like do a tile precedence thing. Yeah, I guess that would seem reasonable enough. Now, let's get rid of this cost stuff. So if it matches, then just do that. And then we should just break, I think. Yeah, I don't think we care about cost. Or at least in theory, I think we can just avoid that mess altogether. Let's fix this real quick. Let's fix this. Okay, I need to just do that real quick. Let's just comment, or I don't know. Let's just get rid of everything in here real quick, I guess. Yeah, we can just get rid of that for a second. We can just leave that as well. Yeah, okay. So let's get rid of this whole cost thing, I think. So matches is fine. Apply is fine. We just don't need this anymore. Vector math is tedious. Yeah, it's quite it's quite awful. But that's kind of the experience, no? So like, I don't know. You kind of get used to it, I'm fairly sure. Okay, so these should be in order. So we could put these here. Comic tiles. So those should be like the smallest or like worst case ones. And just do this for now. We can do, let's yank, paste. This should be up equals tile. At least I don't have to do vectors in code. Yeah. Yeah. Again, the nice thing is like you can kind of just whatchamacallit. What the? Sure. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah. The nice thing is you can kind of just like write all of it once, and then you can like stick it in a library, and then like you don't have to worry about it again. It's like, it is definitely like tedious, but also like it's, I don't know, it's like, at least when I had to like write linear algebra stuff from scratch, it felt like, I guess like it gave me a lot of confidence because I was able to just like write the code and be like, yeah, I'm doing this correct. And then that let me be like, okay, I know what I'm doing. And like, that was just a really cool experience for me at least. I'm not sure if you feel the same way, but that was my thought process at least. Okay. Matches. Oh, I see. Alright, that's virtual. Okay. Okay, I think that's all we need here, at least for this little pile. So let's figure out what we're trying to do in here. So we need that to be root. We need, or we want to check that. Then we want to check the reg. I guess we could store different things in this actually. We care about the op, and then I guess we're storing into left. So we want to, so on that. So if not tile op, then we want to return false here. And then the last thing we want to check is that the left is a register. So we want or we want to check that left is a register and it equals tile dest, I guess. Or yeah, we want to compare the two at least. Yeah, so we can take this, we can take tile op, get left. Yeah, so on that. What's wrong here? Oh, get. There we go. So if not left, or tile left. Yeah, so that one's good. And then we want to return tile left. Same reg as tile dest. I think that works at least. This is, yeah, that's correct. That should be a Boolean. Okay. Oh, we should definitely store one of these actually. I think we could just once again store dest, which is really funny. Okay, let's do that, I guess. Or I guess more clearly let's do left. Okay. When you do math inside code, you have a dilemma on whether to debug your math or your code. I mean, like you can run it by hand and like cross-check against the code. And then when you have something wrong, you can kind of figure it out on a case-by-case basis. Oh, I didn't read your comment, my fault. I might take the 2048 project in a different direction. So using a deep Q learning network, I might expect a max. That could be interesting, yeah. I'm not really sure if it'd be faster. Yeah, I guess it would be funny if you just did both and compared them. That'd probably be the most meaningful, at least. But like, damn. Okay. So let's keep going here. So that's fine. So now we need to apply this thing. So this should be... so left is the source, and then right is the dest, I guess. Oh, this is confusing. Oh no. Wait. Wait, no, wait, I might be doing something wrong here. Wait. Let me look this up. HM had 3 transposes. Wow. That seems painful. I should just have this starred somewhere. Like saved somewhere. So subtract source from destination. So that means some of these I might have done incorrectly, actually. Or I guess up here. I might have gotten the direction wrong here. Wait, there's a chance I did that. Oh wait, no, I did this correctly. I did this. Wait. So move left in, and then we apply right to dest. Okay, this is correct. But this is confusing because now I need to do like right left, which is funny. Okay, we can copy this at least. I'm fairly sure. So let's just do that real quick. What's good, Taryn? Hopefully you're doing alright. Oh, I need to get the op as well, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, yeah, we should check the op real quick. That's what I forgot to do. So tile op. I'm writing Rust. Whoops. Couldn't find much online about that concept of adaptively adjusting depth. Yeah, that feels like, at least at a glance, it feels like it'd be really difficult to get correct, because you kind of need to like look ahead to know how much to adjust depth by, I think. Or at least that's what I would think at a glance, at least. Alright, let's just do a couple cases here. What is the one case I can't do this with? I cannot do this with... Can't do this with division. This should be sdiv. Or break. Okay. Yeah, and we can just like pile on a bunch of cases on top of here. I don't know if it's better to put the default on top or under. I think I'm happy with this, so I will leave it like this. Okay. Alright, so we need to add op, I guess. So we wanna why Windows? I play Valorant and I don't have a way around that. I've thought about dual booting before, but everyone I've talked to that has dual booted has told me to just not do that. So yeah. And like WSL does good enough to the point where like it's not really that miserable if I'm like it's not the end of the world for me, at least, I guess is what I'm getting at. Like it does suck that I'm using Windows, but like I get what I need to get done. And that's more than enough out of my machine, at least. With that being said, my laptop does run Arch, so I'm not completely insane, I'd like to think. Or maybe I go into the wrong type of insane. I don't know. That's open to your interpretation, I guess. Okay, so we're applying right to left here. Alright, this should be good, I think. Sorry, I gotta check fantasy football real quick. Let's see. Did I make median? Okay, I'm still making median. This is fine. Okay, this is fine. Quit league because they added Vanguard. Ah. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, that does suck. On the other hand, if you have to quit league, are you really losing? I guess. I guess if I had to quit Valorant, it would also not be losing, but yeah. Although, like, that makes me wonder, or like, I've been thinking about how Vanguard is implemented, at least. Or I guess, like, how does whatever game check that Vanguard is running, at least? Like, does it implement like a syscall or something? Because like if it does, that it'd be really interesting if you could like spoof that somehow. Or I imagine like there's some like Vanguard checksum comparison somewhere as well, which would not make that work. But then you could just hard code that, right? I don't know. That seems annoying overall. That's something interesting to think about, at least. Yeah, I'd have to like look through Valorant code, which would be kind of funny. Is this correct? We have left, right. This should be good. I guess we can... Oh. Close chat real quick. How did I resolve destination again? Or actually no, this needs to resolve operand. Because if left doesn't exist, I need to like generate it, I think. Or left is also a leaf, so I'd have to resolve that in some way. Okay. So this all looks about right. I think we don't check op, so we can just from mir this, I think. We can just do that. And then this can just take op. That makes this a little bit less ugly as well. I can't really complain about that. What else? I don't know. I guess I could just like look at what this outputs and see what happens. This should be generated from the plus equals case, I think. Or maybe this will break some tests as well. Okay, it does break some tests, which is good, I think. So let's run the test generator. Wait, what? Did I build everything? Yes. So then... what is failing then? Okay, there's diff. That's not supposed to be what's broken. We'll just query the OS's running services? Maybe, but... I guess, yeah. I haven't thought a lot about how it's implemented, at least. Why is this breaking now? What? It's just like a deterministic order thing? Huh. This is another 01 test if. We have to do some cringe sorting thing, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's fix that real quick. Yeah, it's in the fee pile. It's an operand in get source. This is a list. Can we sort? Or actually, we should be able to sort that, right? Yeah, let's. Yeah, let's just sort that. Maybe we could make that like, I don't know. What am I doing here? This is operand star. How did I sort this before? It's in middle end, I think. MIR. We have an instruction for this as well. It's the fee instruction. Predecessors. So then when we visit fee. Oh, we do this thing. Okay. Alright, okay. We might just sort the strings and call it a day. Yeah, let's just steal that. And let's throw that here, sort of. Yeah, we can do that. What should the comparator be? Guess we could. We don't even need a map here. We just need like. We could just do a. We could do a vector now. To be honest. Okay. Well, this is really awkward now. I guess we can just delete all of that. So let's just do std vector of string. Yeah, let's just sort the strings. I don't think this is the end of the world, to be honest. Like this is in the at the print. I think there are much greater pressing concerns for now. So this should be ordered, I think I should call it. So we can do I Get source. Again. Do that. And then I guess we do need to steal the comparator, sort of, but that's just because I don't want to write all of that out by hand. Or actually, no, this is stupid. We're doing string compares, I think, right? Or what ordering is this? Okay, let's just do this. Let's just generate all of these real quick. This is gonna be like really awful, but surely it's not terrible. Let's reach source. Let's just get rid of that. Yeah, so we can do that. So we can take that, and then we can join vector of strings limiter. Is there an easy way to do this? Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so this sucks. So let's not do that. Let's do ordered. Yeah, let's do that. So do that, and then we want sort. This is such a terrible idea. Why am I doing it like this? I guess a multi-set would work, right? Like a heap? I don't know. Priority queue. Surely sort is not that bad. What am I missing? Do I have algorithm? Huzzah, okay. So let's regenerate tests. Okay, yeah, this is sensible. I don't care if the order is like quote unquote wrong, I just care that it's consistent, honestly. And like that's fine. Okay. Alright, yeah. I guess that is like the most sensible ordering. Okay. Anyway, let's add that all real quick. And then get add source backend, lir. Everything else is related to op equals. Okay. Oh, I'm so stupid. Okay, there we go. Order, or make ordering in Fiat. Output deterministic. This project's sick. Thank you. It's a compiler from C to x86-64. Yeah, it's low-key a mess, but it'll get better, surely. Okay, what else do I need? I need a way to actually test the changes in that tile. I'm not sure why I'm not spotting them anywhere. I feel like there should be an instance somewhere. Did you get the money out? Nah, I'm still waiting to hit 100 because YouTube eats a chunk. As in, like, it literally does not let me withdraw money until I hit a certain threshold, which is really, really annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, YouTube eats 30%. It's fucked up. Yeah. All good. Alright, let's look at tree tiling. So we should be triggering the op equals tile, I think. I'm fairly sure, at least. Alright, let's op equals. This should be triggering at least. Let me look at the test output at least. If there's any instance where this should happen. Okay, surely it happens in like op0 LIR. Yeah, so we do like this thing, right? Or wait, what? No, we do here. Right? Or... oh wait, SSA like... SSA kind of does like preclude this tile from being fired actually. That's really funny. Yeah, this actually is like an impossible tile to fire. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, well, I guess we could take a closer look here. Yeah, the tiling is a little bit silly, to be honest, with SSA. I don't know, what can we even do here? Because we just make a bunch of copies, pretty much. How can someone want to read assembly for fun? That is a good question. I'm not doing this for fun, to be honest. I'm doing this part mostly just out of necessity. You're just naturally like tedious things? Low-key, yes. I feel like I learned the most from it. Yeah, so... yeah, there's not really an instance where this makes sense to perform. Which I guess makes a lot of sense, but... yeah, okay. That's quite annoying, actually. Assembly finals next week, I'm not excited. Youch. 3 finals next week and then winter break. That sounds like the average experience. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at as well. Hopefully everything goes well for you. Risk assembly ain't that bad. Yeah, honestly. But also like, I don't know, it's just very abstract, I guess, which makes it a little bit hard to figure out what's happening. What am I doing here? Okay, maybe I should like... x64 isn't that bad either? Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like x86 is kind of turning into Risk in a way, I guess. But there are some sloppy things here and there. Yeah, I guess I can't really generate a lot of complex tiles, huh? Yeah, there's always some like mess, but it is what it is. I think it's like pretty reasonable that it'll exist in some capacity. Yeah, okay. I think the rest of the stuff I will just have to people out for the most part. I could probably get like really aggressive with the LEA instruction, but yeah, that could be funny. Actually, I could do that. That would be really funny. That makes sense. Yeah, I might just do that. That might be the only interesting thing I can do here, because the optimizations I wanted to do just don't really exist, at least at this point. Or at least like they would be like people level stuff, I think. Are you ever allowed to have a cheat sheet on your exams? The prof I took my intro to systems class with, he gave us like one notes sheet front and back, which was good, in my opinion at least. Yeah, I guess what I could do here is I could make fee instructions instead of moves in some places. Let's get rid of the... Okay, let's get rid of like this stuff first, because unfortunately this will not be useful to us. We'll just keep that real quick. We can get rid of this. Okay. Why do I have... Oh, I remember why I have IOStream. Let's get rid of that real quick, because we're not really printing anything. Bye, cost, hello, precedent, priority. Okay. Alright, let's... Oh, what was I gonna do? Oh, right, fees instead of moves in some places, I guess. Are you using libc or is everything from scratch? All of this, or I guess everything with the exception of the parser is from scratch. I'm using a parser generator for the parser because I'm lazy and I don't want to think about parsing. Okay, let's replace some of these with fees, to be honest. Or some of these moves. Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 instances here. The store we can't really do anything about. The load we can't really do anything about. We can replace these moves with fees, I think. I guess they're like not really fees, but like a 1-to-1 fee, I guess. That's kind of how I'm thinking about it, as like a way to coalesce copies, I guess. That seems like a little bit interesting, at least. Is that like legitimate, do we think? Like instead of a move here, just like... Yeah, because the way I'm doing this is kind of just macro expansion, actually, which is really funny so far. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, everything else optimization-wise, I think is just better served with like people optimization. Just by the way we're generating this. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I don't know, how do we want to do this? I guess if we. So phi should be a hint that they are the same register. So then. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I guess when we're doing regalloc, we can figure out how to handle this. I guess like if we just run out of registers, I think we could just make copies. I guess, or if we have like a collision in some way, we can like make a copy somehow. I should probably also like refactor some of this to like avoid generating preamble and yeah, avoid generating preamble early. I don't know. Cheat sheets are nice when you have a bunch of formulas to memorize. I think that makes sense, yeah. I think, or like some things that like, I don't know, it's like, I'm trying to think of another good example of just like random stuff you probably shouldn't need to memorize. I guess it's like, it's tough because maybe for like higher level classes, there's a lot of stuff that like would feel like you shouldn't have to memorize, but you should memorize just because like it's good to know. But like, I think in like intro classes, like all of the available registers, I think should be something that's like, that goes on a cheat sheet, for instance, I think. That's like my take though. Okay, anyways. Let's replace some of these moves with fees at least out of, so these two we can't do anything about. These I think we can do something with. I guess. Out. Let's do. How the hell? How do I do a constructor for this? Or how do I call the constructor for this again? I'm like stumbling over my own code. It's something to witness. Okay, phi. So this takes source and then dest. So we just have one source, I guess. So this is EAX and then dest. Or wait, these take operand star. So register star is a yeah. These are. Oh, do I need to? Oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, let's. Yeah. List. Out ASM input. Or is like source. Or list of. This should be fine, right? Oh, that actually infers. Alright, let's just do operand star. Let's make this source list. Yeah, let's do that. And then we can, I like to comment this out for now, I think. In the event that I might need that again. This is, actually no, this is dumb. I should I should just delete it. I have the Git history if I need to pull it again. That's something that y'all should think about as well. If you like comment out code because like maybe you'll need it later, you also consider that like it'll exist in your Git history. And like code that's just like dead and sitting around like that kind of clutters up your program at least. Just food for thought. Let's do in source list. EAX. This is left. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's do it like this. Do that. Huzzah. Okay. This might make it a little bit uglier, but this should be a little bit cleaner as well, I think. Yeah, okay. Let's run the regression test generator. That's the only thing that changed? Oh, actually that makes sense, yeah. That is... that's the only place with divides, I guess. So, yeah. Okay, so what changed here? Let's see, move stuff into 11 and 12. We have a fee here, so we can assume that 11 gets mashed with EAX. If possible. If not, then we can do a copy somewhere, I think. I think that's how I'm going to handle fees, although I haven't thought enough about it, so there might be something that is just wrong here. Yeah, this could be fine. Surely this is fine. Yeah, okay. I've convinced myself that this is safe at least. So we did key instead of move for divide for now. I could probably do something similar for like... Oh wait, no, this doesn't make sense. I could probably do something similar for the shift ops actually. And then I can figure out what the hell to do with the interference graph later. Okay. Oh yeah, I guess we could do it like that. Let's give that a try. We can probably also do a fee here as well then, instead of a move here. I guess. We can just do that, maybe. Steal that. I can do that. This takes left. Take PSM. Yeah, okay. This makes sense to me. This will change a lot more, I feel like. Yeah, we could also throw like the shift register into the fee as well for shift op, I guess. Yeah, we could do that real quick here. So left shift or op equals SHLX. That's boring though. I wanna give myself this headache, to be honest. I feel like it makes the algorithm like a little bit more interesting, at least later on. Is it slower actually? Let's do x86. Same speed. Okay, I might have to think about that actually. Is that a spider? What is a spider? Hello, spider. Speed comparison page? Bet. Yeah, spiders are nice. This one's a little high up though. Alright, okay. Okay, let's make this dark real quick. There's Dark Reader. So then, oh Christ, okay. So what's the catch here? I guess what instances can I not use shift for? Or can I not use the X operator? Old CPUs, I see. Okay. Like how old? Alder Lake. Wait, what? Okay, how old? Ah, fuck. Why? Okay. BMI 2. I see. Ah, here we are. Okay, that makes sense. Excavator architecture. What are we saying? Okay, yeah. So I could just use X. But also, like, I feel like that's a little boring. Let's see what LVM does. Oh, whoops. Alright, let's do that. Ah! Okay, I have a reason to switch now. Yeah, okay. Let's just avoid the issue then. Let's just avoid this then. I guess it's kind of implicit here now that I think about it. I think wait. Okay, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna. We can just like append to this. So we want get register. We'll just RCX and call it a day. Yeah, okay, that seems fair. Let's rebuild this. Let's clean up the flags as well. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, that expectedly makes a mess. Funnily enough, this is the only op test that changed. Yeah, this seems fair enough to me. I should probably. Oh, wait, this is the one instance where the giant ass number makes sense. Okay. Alright, if I have to like do interference graph stuff anyway, I may as well just do this. This is like the traditional approach anyway, I guess. Okay, so we just have these two instances of moves now. If he instead of move for rest of binary ops. Okay. Surely this works, right? Okay, we're good. Okay, good. Okay. So it's been like an hour. I do need to like do some work, so I think I'm gonna end the stream early today. Yeah, that's kind of just reality. This entire week is probably gonna be a little bit like this because I've got a giant lab due. Let me check when. I really hope it's not before Thursday. Let's pull up Canvas without leaking everything. It's due on the 4th. It's on Thursday. Wait, do I have late days for this? Wait. Hold up. Grade scope. Wait, I have two late days to use. Okay, so I have until the 6th technically, but yeah, I should definitely get started on that. Thank you all so much for showing up today. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel and like the stream. It helps out a lot with the algorithm. Yeah, late days are great. I think every class should have them. It solves a lot of like the, I guess, intrinsic inequalities brought by like students like I guess, being less comfortable asking for extensions, I guess. Because that's just like an implicit extension, and you can you can set like a clear bright line for that. Yeah, like the stream, sub to the channel. While you're down there, join the Discord if you haven't. It's the best place to get pinged when I go live, chat with the broader community. We're doing Advent of Code this December. Day 1 is already out. Day 2 is out in like 2 hours, so get ready for that. We have a private leaderboard for that. The code for that is in my Discord. Also in the description is my GitHub and my LinkedIn. Feel free to add me on those to stay up to date with what I'm doing. AOC started? Yes. Yeah, I low-key forgot about it as well until like I got back from classes today. But yeah, I'm gonna head out now. Unfortunate timing. Unfortunate timing, weakest. Yeah. I'm gonna go do work now. Take care, y'all. Take it easy. Go enjoy Advent of Code. And have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.